Cameron here with Emerson Property Management. Every week I bring you tools, tactics, strategies, lessons I've learned, things that have helped me build up a sizable portfolio in about 2 years, now manage that portfolio. Today, guys, I want to talk about waiting over transacting. What does that mean? Why that can benefit you as a property owner and as a rental property investor. Before I get into that, if you guys find this stuff valuable, like, subscribe, share it with somebody that you think might find value in it. If not, please let us know, comment below, give us some feedback. Always looking for good feedback, although I'm not going to change this artwork or move my level or tools out of the way. Sorry. So what does this mean? Waiting over transacting. So at the time of this recording in 2024, there has been a mass deceleration in transaction volume. So since 2012, 13, 14, transactions and real estate purchases have been continuing to ride up. It peaked somewhere, around COVID or after COVID, and then has dramatically come down. The same number of sales or sales volume has come down because people have a 2, 3, 4% mortgage. I've done videos on that. You can see up here and here talking about the interest rates that people have. And that's causing what they say a lock-in effect. So people don't want to move because they got a 2 or 3% mortgage. At the time of this recording, 6.5%, 7.5% would be a 30-year fixed. So your payment would go up 30, 40% for the same property. So people are holding. However, the real estate community, specifically real estate investors, people know I like to give real estate investors or realtors crap, or people who are coaching, people who are trying to build their business on not doing deals, but telling people how to do deals, or trying to educate or put this facade out like they're doing a bunch of deals, or realtors, again, who are paid by you doing deals. They want you to continue to do deals. It's always do deals. Grow, grow, grow. Don't stop, right? Well, I can tell you that that's total nonsense. I think, I saw this quote, and this is why I wanted to do this post. This is Charlie Munger who wrote this or who said this. He is the right hand of Warren Buffett. He passed away earlier this year or late last year at 90 some, but he ran Berkshire Hathaway alongside Warren for decades. And he said the big money is not in the buying or selling, but in the waiting. And guys, I think this is super important with rental real estate. God, when you're buying, I don't know how many people bought in 2013, 14, 15. I think I bought my first place in 2014. So it's been over a decade. I own all of them still. They have gone up tremendously. I know people that bought in 15, 16, 17 and sold in 20, 21, 22. I'm not saying there's anything against selling, but they sold that and now that property has continued to go up in value, or they're sitting on a pile of cash and they're like, I don't really know how to deploy that money. So they're and now you've got to pay. When you sold, you had to pay your agent, which they love, right? If you buy and sell every year, if flippers get hooked up with agents or get their license because they can save so much money in commissions. So they love it when you transact. And that's why you got to heed who you take your advice from. You've probably heard the old saying, don't ask your barber if you need a haircut, right? You don't want to ask an agent if you should be doing deals. The money is in the waiting, not in the transacting. And this could not be more true. I know Charlie Munger wasn't talking about this in regards to rental real estate, but it's so true. It's so true. Buy, you wait, you let rents go up, you let your mortgage stay the same. And once you have a huge equity stake, you can do a cash out refinance, which is tax-free. And the rents have continued to rise. So the property hopefully is cash flowing or paying for itself. But you just repeat that. As soon as you sell the property, there's so many expenses that come up. You got agent commissions, you've got closing costs with the title company, the lender, all sorts of people try to get your hand in your pocket. So, it looks like you're making $100,000. You might have $100,000 in equity, but once all the transactions over with, it might be $60,000, $70,000. And then you got to pay Uncle Sam too. And you know how much he likes his greasy paws in your pocket. So I don't want this to come off that you should never sell a property. And I don't want this to come off that agents are all bad. But I want you to know that it's okay not to do deals. It is totally fine to have bought some properties over the past decade at great interest rates and just sit and wait and let that cash flow build up. Let your reserves build up. Right now, you can go get 5% in a money market account. Go throw your cash in a money market. I've seen investment deals, wholesalers send in properties that are making 5, 6, 7%. And you're locking up your money. If you put it into a cash account and you're making 5, you can pull that money out whenever. So you don't always have to be doing deals. Now, The other side of that, I'll say, don't also get caught up in analysis paralysis. Understand your situation. And if you have money and you're wanting to build a portfolio over 10, 20, 30 years that you can retire on, that is used as maybe your son or daughter's college fund and something in 15, 20 years, don't stop. Buy a property every 1 to 2 years. And if you buy 5 to 10 of those over 5 or 10 years, you're in 15, 20, 30 years, there's almost no way that you can't become a millionaire. There's almost absolutely no way. It would be harder to not do that buying 5 or 10 houses over the course of a decade than to, it would be harder to not become a millionaire. It would be easy to become one because values rise. Inflation goes up and your mortgage will stay relatively the same, or your mortgage payment. So you can buy deals every year. Yes, your agents do give you sometimes good advice, but no, you do not always have to be doing deals. No, you don't always have to get in quickly, get in now, marry the house, date the rate, or whatever they say. I do think it's a good opportunity now, or at least it has been over the past few years, to buy in certain properties and whatnot because of the competition is down. But I just want to let you guys know, I want to do that post. It's okay to wait. It's okay to wait. And yes, you buy the house or marry the house and date the rate. Don't put yourself in a situation where you have to transact. Coaches, realtors get paid when you're doing deals and they're taking funds from you, right? So that doesn't always have to happen. Don't send analysis paralysis, but you don't have to be doing something. Get some other opinions. I'm not saying, again, all agents are bad or all their advice is bad, but remember how they get paid. Hey, I appreciate y'all. I hope you enjoyed that, and I'll see y'all next week.